FinTech Nation, it is day 55, and I want to remind you that you know, if you don't feel safe at the gym, please know that there are spots in the day where there's nobody coming in, or maybe there's one person coming in. So the gym is pretty empty. You know, it's safer now than it was you know, when we're running classes. So if you don't feel safe, maybe that will give you some more sense of safety. Okay, we are allowing a maximum of 5 people in at a time, but you should have a good idea of who will be there based on well, you can see in Zen Planner how many people are registered. Okay, now there is a possibility that, you know, either myself or Martina could be there. We may have a client, so that is possible. But you know, if you book in the middle of the day, you know, especially between like 12 and 3, there's really nobody there. Okay, or probably chances are there's gonna be nobody there, or late at night for that matter. Okay, like 8:30 and onwards. So, you know, I'm just trying to, I really want to encourage you guys to get in, right? But I understand if you don't feel safe. Okay, your carbohydrates are getting a bit lower, so are your fats. But, you know, we want to make sure that you get the most, you know, the most nutrition-dense food. So I'm going to really encourage you guys to try to get in more vegetables and fruits as your source of carbohydrates over, let's say, more refined type carbohydrates, where the chances of having some nutrient depletion is much higher, right? So, and you know, I actually, it's interesting, but you know, you may be better off buying frozen fruits and vegetables. The reason I say that is because from the time of harvesting to the time of freezing is should be relatively short, I would think. Now, maybe this is not the case with all companies, but you would expect that to be the case, right? You wouldn't have any reason for the vegetables to just be sitting around. So my point here is that you should, I would think that frozen vegetables will be more, frozen fruits and vegetables will be more nutrient dense. Obviously, as the fruits and vegetables sit out for a while, they become oxidized, they start to lose some of their nutritional content. Okay, so something to think about here. Of course, I cannot guarantee that. It's just what I think. I do buy the majority of my vegetables are frozen, and that's part of the reason. So try to get more fruits and vegetables, period, when it comes to your carb sources. You know, we want to think about things like your micronutrients, your vitamins, your minerals, your fiber. We want to make sure that we get a good, decent amount of fiber per day. I'd say at least 25 grams per day. And then, of course, all of your phytonutrients. Okay. All right. Let's talk a little bit about turmeric, because I got a question about this. Somebody asked me, is this good? This is I don't know if you can see in there, but this is a big lot of turmeric, or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it. There is some benefit to this. I actually was told by my naturopath to include this. This is about a year ago. I was having a rash on my leg. I still get it. When I have egg whites in my diet, when I have too many eggs, I tend to get these small patches of rash on the inside of my, it's like basically the base of my calf on the inside of my leg. I don't know why, that's what happens. And this, when she told me to take this, after a while, it went away. I don't know why that is, but it is known to reduce itchy skin. It is also known to reduce inflammation, to help with depression, to reduce the symptoms of hay fever, to reduce the symptoms of osteoarthritis, and to help reduce or to help detoxify the liver, specifically fatty liver, Now this can be alcohol induced or not. Some people just have it, I don't know, it's a genetic thing, but it's been shown to aid in that. So not a bad thing to include in your diet. I have read that it, I don't know if there's truth to this, but I have read that it interferes with iron absorption. I'm not really sure about that. My naturopath is telling me to take it. I doubt it, but I don't know. There's just so much information out there, right? Sometimes you're not sure what to believe. But anyways, seems to have a lot of benefit. I was taking 2 heaping teaspoons per day. That's what I was doing. You can get more concentrated versions of the active ingredient curcumin in pill form if you want. If you don't want to just, put a bunch of powder down your throat. I would just put it in my mouth and then drink water and just take it down. All right, we got 6 minutes here, or we are at 6 minutes. So let me read you a question somebody has. I like to do other activities outside the gym, and I'm trying to achieve 10,000 steps a day. In addition to lifting weights 4 times per week and doing 3 HIIT workouts per week. I find that some days I'm just too tired to do all of this activity. How do I pace myself so that I am not too fatigued when it's a lower body workout at the gym? Okay, I would listen to your body in this case. You are certainly not being lazy, okay? 10,000 steps per day plus 4 intense weight training workouts per week plus 3 HIIT cardio sessions. That is a lot. That is a lot. That's more than obviously I am asking you to do. Okay, obviously I'm not asking you to do any steps per day, at least as part of the challenge. And I'm only asking you to do 3 workouts per week. So my suggestion to you would be this: I would try to take a day off altogether before you do your lower body workouts, or at least one of them per week. Okay. This is actually what I do before my leg workouts. So I actually give myself a day off. So as much as it is important to put the work in, it's also important to allow that recovery too, right? There's a happy medium in all this. All right, and again, I want to remind you that this is meant to be lifestyle based, consistent, and reasonable. So you need to have those days of rest. Okay, so I would listen to your body in this case. Okay. All right. Now, if you were, if you were doing, 2 workouts per week and then one hit workout, and you're just saying you're so tired and you weren't doing anything else, then I would say, okay, well, let's try to look into everything and see what's going on there, because you shouldn't be too tired from that. But from this, I can see you being super tired, especially with the degree that we train with weights. I really do push you guys. The program does push you guys with weights. Whether you're a Fit in 10 member or not, doing the lift camp class pushes you guys a lot. You need to recover from these. Okay, recovery is everything. Stimulation is one thing, but if you're not able to recover, you're not going to get as much out of that stimulation that you taxed your body with. You're not going to get the full benefit. Okay, this is one reason why you have the amount of food that you do. Okay. So again, my suggestion: take a day off. Just take a day off. Listen to your body. If you're tired a certain day, don't worry about your steps. Okay. Don't worry about even give yourself one. If you're doing 4 workouts per week with weights and you feel like you just need an extra day of rest, only do 3. Okay. That's okay. All right. Let's put it into perspective. Look at everything you have written down here. And then sometimes just taking away 10 or 20% is enough to see a significant difference. Okay, sometimes it's just that extra day of rest that will make a difference. All right, so guys, we are day 55. Day 55, basically just over 2 weeks left. And I want to remind you, rest of the day here, I want to remind you that you cannot find time, rather you must make time, right? You've got to make time for these things. You've got to make time. I'll say it again, you've got to make time. Anything, and you can, I know this, I don't even have to say this to you, but hopefully you realize this and you're not lying to yourself. If it's important enough to you, you'll do it. If it's important enough to you, you'll find a way. You will. That's just the reality. So whether you want to lie to yourself or not, it's just true. Okay, there's many things that I've said I want to do and I haven't done, and the reason I haven't done it is because it wasn't important enough to me. It really is that simple. I know that if there's anything that I want to do, then I will do it. And if I don't want to do it, or if I don't get it done, I didn't make it a priority, okay? Within reason, of course, but that's pretty much how it goes 95% of the time, or 99% of the time. All right? Sometimes you got to just be brutally honest with yourself, okay? And sometimes things aren't always comfortable, okay? So, you know, you got to go through some discomfort to see some change, right? All right. Positive energy, positive vibes, believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Have a wonderful day.